And hello and welcome everybody to the Dirty Air Racing Experience live from Talladega and presented by Grid Vision. I'm Sheldon Atkins, joined in the booth with the ever so insightful Roger Ears Pierce and Austin Derbyshire down the production truck, pushing all the buttons. As we get ready to kick things off here, trucks on the track currently qualifying around this 2.66 mile behemoth of a speedway in Talladega, Alabama. And we get to look at the Google Earth track map here, and man, this is a place of so many great races, so many chaotic moments, and well, I think we're gonna get a little taste of all of those here tonight. What do you think, Roger?
Man, this is a great track. Super fun. There's no lights, right? So you have to run these races during the day. And the trucks, nonetheless, they have a new aero package. The side draft is a little bit better, so it's just going to be exciting.
Absolutely. This is actually the first opportunity I've had to cover the current truck package, too, at Super Speedway. So a lot of unknowns for me going into this, but it's going to be fun nonetheless to see the little kart track there in the middle of the infield. And I'm going to hand on over to you, Roger, with the keys to the race. You know, I've seen you win a couple here at this place.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. So let's get right into it. Keys to the race. Manage your temps, right? So trucks are going to get hot. Around 170, 180, you're going to see that blinking yellow, blinking red light. So you're going to have to manage your temps, push on the left side, give your air. It's going to matter here. Number two, it's going to be find a partner quick, right? So that's around 35% fuel load for these trucks, which means around 10 to 12 laps on a run. If you're pushing, it might be 10. If you're saving, it could be 12 to 13. So you want to kind of find a partner, want to build that strategy, and that's going to come into play in these 80 laps. And the last one, don't die, right? A lot of trucks, a lot of mistakes can happen. Give yourself clean air. If the wrecks happen, hit the brakes, call it out. Have good vision, right? This is a very big track, a lot of lanes. You can go 4 or 5 wide if needed. I'm not saying do that, but if needed, you can.
So I need to go 4 or 5 wide, like right now.
You know
what? We ball. Let's do is we get a look at the weather right now. Currently, track temp 85 degrees with an ambient temp of 70. 92% humidity in the area, so humidity I don't think has ever really affected much, right? Do we really know how much humidity affects things?
Actually, humidity affects how fast the truck cools.
Huh.
Sorry,
well, you know what?
I'm going to be a nerd here for a second.
You know what? Makes sense. And with a 14 mile per hour easterly wind, which I don't know, are the trucks going to be as affected by that wind as we've seen with the Cup cars all week at Vegas? Because it's been everybody's gripe in NIS, and I've yet to notice it, but I'm just used to my cars being bad.
It's awful. Yeah, so the wind, right? These trucks are very tail happy. They get really light in the rear. You're going to see the tail start wagging back and forth, and the wind can start pushing it a lot. And if you're 3 wide, you're going to already have air pushing the cars around, but with that wind, it's just going to push it a little bit extra.
Oh, we'll keep that in mind as these guys wrap up with qualifying. Just 5 seconds remaining. Currently sitting at the top of the board is the 34 machine of Cody Brewer over Jim Thorndike. And qualifying is over, and we'll take a quick look at the grid. And your pole winner tonight is going to be the 34 machine of Cody Brewer, Jim Thorndike second. Third place on the grid going to be the 13 machine of James Jepson with Scott Howell up top and fourth. Fifth place going to Charlie Stafford with Dave Oliveri in sixth. Seventh place, the 39 machine of Trevor Klein with William O'Connor in the 24 in eighth. Ninth place, Ricky Miles with Matthew Whitney running at the top 10. Roger.
Yeah, in 11th, we got the 69 of John Miles. 62 of Kenny Taylor will be right beside him in 12th. And 13th will be Nicholas Mador. The 8 of Sean Garrett will be 14th. Beside him will be the 15. Man, I already messed that up. Travis Decker, the 114 and 15th. Kelly Akron in 16th position. The 47 of Carl Lingle in 17th. Matt Garrett will be in 18th with Austin Smith in 19th. And rounding out top 20 will be Scott Milliken.
Rolling off the grid in 21st is going to be the 81 machine of Jimmy Brown with Jessica Bowman in 22nd. 23rd going to be Ambrose Nebel with Jason Seams in 24th. 25th place going to be Christian Tinkler with Joshua Smith in 26th. 27th place going to be Jaden McGowan with James Napier in 28th. 29th position on the grid is going to be Martin Baroque with Nicholas Moody running at the top 30.
Yeah, and 31st, we have Bill J. Walker. Beside him will be Ron Millum in the 91. 33rd place will be Richard Tasker with Nate Blasdell in 34th. 35th will be Michael Dion in 35th with Stephen Gill in 36th. Cody Handler in 37th with Chris Gifford in 38th. 39th will be Steve Seegers. Beside him in the 83 of Robert Lovell in 40th.
41st on the grid, going to be Ronald Hall with Seth Zachary is in 42nd. 43rd place going to Dave Shutt with David Moyer in 44th. 45th place going to Peyton Kleba, and I do believe 45 trucks is what we're going to top out with here tonight. And 45 pit stalls. You know, I think this is the most vehicles that we have called on an oval race as long as I've been around here in Grid Vision, and I got a good feeling that it's going to be chaotic. What do you think, Roger?
Man, I mean, 45 trucks is a lot of trucks. A lot of trucks. And it's going to be something to watch. We're going to try to cover it the best we can. It's going to be a lot of action throughout the field. I'm excited. I see some interesting moves coming. 80 laps to go, 11 laps of fuel stops. Unlimited tire sets, we did talk about that, and 4 fast repairs for all these drivers.
I smell chaos a brewing here. Also, another thing to note here tonight, stages in this race are going to be at lap 20, lap 40, and lap 60 will kick off the final stage. A 20-lap dash to the finish for these guys. It's going to put one pit stop right in the middle, and that last pit stop is going to be the most crucial part of this entire race here tonight for these guys.
Absolutely, and what we haven't really talked about, well, we kind of have with the fuel, but with the stages being at lap 20, 40, 60, are you going to try to stretch that fuel out to 11 laps, 12 laps? Are you going to try to split that to basically make yourself go over the stage? Because if you don't, you're going to have to clutch for that entire cooldown lap just to make it to the pits.
It's going to be Rocky's one for these guys here tonight. As they sit here, they got plenty of time to think about the moves they're about to make and what their fate may be. Because also Talladega, start-finish line not in the center of the front straightaway. Moved right after the front straightaway, right after the center of the tri-oval. Kind of like you're just getting ready to go into turn 1. So a lot of time to think about as they work into the restart zone here, or the initial start zone. Field led by the 12 machine of Jepson. Flag is in the hand, and we are underway. Green flag is out, and we are racing at Talladega.
That's a lot of trucks, man. Oh, man.
We still got more coming in off pit road, too, as they're side by side. They're 1 and 2. Jepson trying to toe the inside lane, but Brewer charging hard up top, getting a little bit of help from behind from the 137 machine.
Yeah, as you see here, they're already trying to figure out what lane to go to. Top, middle, don't really know. They're kind of just swaying a little bit. Yeah. It's a lot of trucks. It's hard to call. I mean, if someone splits the middle, I don't think you're going to be left alone. If you go to the top, I don't think you're going to be left alone. I think it's an opportunity for everybody to have a chance to get up here.
Coming through the tri-oval here to finish off the first lap. Brewer with a nice lead there in that inside lane. A lot of help from behind from the 28 machine and Charlie Stafford. He's going to lead lap 1. No charge in the outside right now, though. They're just not formed up well enough. Not enough pace in that top lane. I'm wondering if this might be a sign of what we may end up seeing here today. Because with the changes, with iRacing, you never know. It feels like this 69 has got to be a spotter's dream, because I don't think you're missing that car anywhere on the track.
Man, some of these paint schemes out here are great, but that 69 is colorful.
What's Taylor's aunt doing right now?
Thomas's aunt?
Thomas's, yes.
I don't know. I don't even see that 76 truck running right now. That just fired up my phone for some reason.
Oh, he's 14th right now. Joshua Smith sitting there with a little bit of help from Jimmy Brown and Bill Walker.
These guys are getting awful chatty on the radio. Lap 6, already trying to figure out some new stuff to do. 39 trying to come down, no room. He almost had it. Now he's just got to stay on the outside, wait for help. Man, I just don't know. It's still like that top line kind of wants to work, and then it doesn't. Like they just can't get hooked up. Like you just need that steady line of about 4 or 5 trucks to really get the momentum pushed to get it going, and I just can't seem to do it. Everyone seems to get hot and have to pull out.
And one thing I'm surprised by, there's only I think 1 Ram in this first pack. We'll make it 2. Not a whole lot of Dodge love here tonight.
Man, I love that new Ram. I've been driving it all week at Las Vegas, and it's really fun. I mean, there's not much differences, they say, right? And as we go look at a replay here, that happened 3 wide. No, this is live. Not bad.
If there's no difference in manufacturer, then why'd Ken switch all y'all to Toyota a few years ago?
I just got sound back by everybody. I'm sorry. I lost all my sound. So there is and there isn't, right? Let's get into some secrets of iRacing, folks. There's hitboxes, and there's ride heights, and all this fun stuff. And when iRacing releases the new build and new things, they kind of skip some things. And when you start testing and figure stuff out, you can kind of find advantages for certain stuff. So when the Toyota first came out, the hitbox was shorter in the rear, and you could get away with certain different things. That's not how it is anymore, but you just kind of have to look out for those new things when new stuff comes out. Make me give all my trade secrets away, Sheldon.
You mean I can switch away from running Camrys and Supras?
Well, the Camry is one of the best at plate tracks because it's the flat front end.
Camry's amazing.
Yeah, like you can just push really well. Like with these trucks, there's really no difference with pushing. As you see, they're all slipping, sliding. Like it doesn't matter how good of a pusher you are, it's gonna wiggle.
This truck's probably some of the most nervous vehicles to run in a pack because of the amount of dirty air that comes off it too. I mean, just we've all heard the analogy, ride 60 miles down the highway behind a semi truck and all that turbulent air you feel run off that truck in front of you. Well, imagine doing that at about 180, 190, and that's what these guys are going to face here. That's why it's so difficult. You see that snake of cars just wiggling on the bottom and top of the track. And that's a big proponent to it because it's just so much air coming off the wake of these machines in front of you. We talk about dirty air at 1.5 miles and short tracks, road courses, stuff like that, but it's still very much a thing when we come to these super speedways too, especially once you start to push into that bubble of air coming off the truck in front of you. It kind of just yanks the nose around, starts dancing as you drive down the straightaway or through the corners.
Yeah, and that's kind of the stability we talked about, right? Like you have 14-mile-an-hour winds, as we talked about, coming out of the corner, and you're going to see it just kind of wiggle, right? You see some wash there. Oh, we've got some pitting going on. Yep. Pitting from the top lane. Wow.
Oh, one truck around the 12.
Oh, we've got record. Oh, that's more happening.
Oh, yep.
Oh, man, that 41. Oh.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen the big one happen on pit road instead of on the track.
Wow.
These pit crew members ought to be getting hazard pay this evening.
Yeah, we got some people sliding the boxes. Good thing there's some fast repairs because that was chaos.
Also, that Dodge paint, that's got to be the cleanest one I've seen so far. You see that 11?
At 11. Let me look at this 11.
I doubt his in-race number is 11, but
it is
sim
not
stamp.
11.
Or not, what you call it?
Fun.
Just another level of complexity for us to work through tonight as we see the second pack of trucks coming down. And these are the battered trucks that got caught up in the big one earlier. Much Much cleaner entry for these guys.
Dude, these guys on the radio are cracking me up. They're very verbal with each other. This seems to be 80 laps of just driving with your friends.
Couldn't imagine having 45 friends. I'd go crazy.
I would have been muted already. I already lose my mind enough in races. I couldn't do it.
Oh gosh, I couldn't imagine you losing your mind in a race.
Oh, really? Watch the replay from last night.
You're a genuine radio sweetheart.
Oh, yeah. I won that award last night, too. I got recommended by 3 people and the nice little email I got today.
That's beautiful. Look at you moving on up in the world.
I know.
But with the shakeups on pit road, field in the hands of the 69 machine of Miles. And him, it's all broken up right now. John Miles
Dude,
has
I'm trying to figure it out.
large advantage.
It's so, it's insane. They all pit. There was a big crash on pit road, and yeah, we are.
So you're watching up at the front of the pack. John Miles, your race leader in the 69 machine.
Yep.
Behind him is 41st. That is Jade McGowan, one of the cars that got caught up in the early wreck. Just kind of trying to limp through here, get a lap back when we do get the stage yellow. Directly behind him is Scott Milliken. That's the 26th place runner with that blue and black Dodge Ram. And then you look at the pack behind that. It's Steve Seegers, the 27th position runner. For legal reasons, not Dale Earnhardt Jr., Sean Garrett in the 8 machine. That's your second place car right now. Behind him, you got Carl Lingo in 3rd. And then Christian Tinkler is currently 28th, right behind them. So it's confusing, but trust me, it'll all make sense at some point.
So here's my issue. My relative is set up for me racing, right? And well, we don't have a lot of lap cars and lead lap cars at the same time, so I'm only able to track like 5 around first place. And I'm still learning the app part of this, so I can see it. I'm going to try my best to call it, but yeah, there's some separation, but I don't think it's a bad thing because, yeah, second place coming back into this field, right, and you're just saving more gas. Stage is at 20, and here's the thing. I would use lap cars to build me a run. Yeah, they're going to go with you to pass Miles.
I always get so nervous if I'm leading a super speedway and I've got a pack of lap cars working with me because I know I am the one that is holding them back from getting a lap back. And you know that nothing to anybody in this race here tonight, but we've all run into that unsavory lap car that doesn't care. He just wants to be back on the lead lap. And when you're in a vehicle like the truck or the Xfinity car or the Cup car, where that bumper hook can really easily find itself into play. I've been on the losing end of that fight a couple times.
Yeah, you definitely when that happens, you earn the Radio Sweetheart Award. Working with lap cars is a double-edged sword, right? Because you could use them as picks, you could use them as pushers. You could like, oh, follow me, get in a line, and I'll lead you to the promised land, which means I won't try to lap anybody else, right? And there's a lot you could do, but also they can ruin your race very quickly. I mean, we're still early on, so I'm not really too concerned. But as you see, this train of trucks is catching 2 trucks coming up, and they are gaining on them extremely fast. If they decide to stay on the bottom, which they have every right to do, it's going to make the top, this line of trucks go to the top, and then it's going to separate them. And that's going to make that 8 truck have an opportunity to kind of shoot the gap and figure out where he wants to go. So this is about to get really interesting.
That situation too, where you got trucks moving lanes and stuff like that to avoid lap cars. It's also a pretty notorious accident causer, as we see. That looked like 2003 Talladega for a second.
He didn't cross the yellow line. He didn't cross it.
Yeah, that's what they said then too. but I saw the replay. He definitely crossed it. I better stop. I'm about to
You're
get hate
about to
mail.
have. Oh yeah. But look at that though. He put himself one car back. Only one truck back. If I am McMillan, I am screaming
Yes.
at
Our
at my
producers-
Miles. I'm screaming at McMillan. Stay with me.
Our producer is currently drooling over the paint scheme on Carl Lingel's truck, and I have to agree with him. That red and white Dodge paint scheme looks really good.
I mean,
It's simple. It
oh,
looks
that's
like,
at 11. Oh,
yeah. It's like a toss up between the old Bud car with the Dodge branding, and it's been modernized. It looks real good.
Do it for Biff. 16 sticker.
Yep.
That's clean. Yeah.
There's-
Nope.
I mean, the fender's definitely not clean. That's got a little bit of a bend to it, but the paint scheme
Well-
just looks incredible. Is that a bend or is that a hitbox issue?
So here's the thing. His helmet is nice.
Spooky.
So what we noticed in this session was it was supposed to be a fixed deal, and it's open.
There's some gains being played here.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. I was telling the owner earlier. I said you're gonna have some high downforce trucks, and as you see the 11, already figuring out the Rams' little hit by, and they're getting side by side door a little bit. But that's that kind of game you can play with open setups compared to fixed. You can really drop the truck. You could try to get it lower in the front end and pick up the rear, because that's where that speed comes from, right? It's high downforce, low drag, and you kind of just want to get it slammed. It's going to handle horribly, but if you can drive it, it's going to be really
contact
fast.
there.
It's been contact. It's been contact city between these two.
No, there's nothing more fun in my opinion than open, but I think you and I are both biased. More contact down the back straightaway. Obviously, these two are not fans of each other.
They keep
Lingle
going.
slides up to the door of Nate Blasdell. And now Blasdell probably going to give him a little bit more back here. You got to be wondering, though, if you're Blasdell, why are you necessarily racing so hard? You're a lap behind the truck that you're dooring right now, and that truck isn't even on the lead lap.
I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Here we go again.
The 8.
This is going up ugly.
Oh, they're
still
doored.
touching.
We're gonna-
Heavy contact on the tri-oval here. And that's the stage. And I think they're about to wreck. That is grid vision 100% grade A beef
Oh,
between
yeah.
Carl Lingle and old Blasdell there.
Yeah, they're chirping over the radio about him being a lap down, doing that to Engel.
And your stage 1 winner, the 69 machine of John Miles. Nice.
Look at that, 11, 69.
And is he out? Are they out of fuel up here?
They said
no, we're
something
waiting on
about
pace. Waiting on the pace
crossing.
car.
Yeah, they said something about if you cross the line before the pace car, you'll get DQ'd or something. I'm not too sure. Trying to follow it.
Well, if you go down pit road before the pace car, you'll get a penalty. That is very much a thing. I don't know if you were on back in the day when if you passed the pace car after the race, when we used to end under yellow all the time.
Yeah.
If you passed the pace car and then went to pit road, it would DQ you. And
Yeah, no, that happened.
I may have
still
won a
happens.
race or two off of that. Oh, that's still a thing? I'm
Yeah,
glad.
so I got DQ'd at Pocono last year because of that.
I will stay behind the pace car for an extra lap
Mm-hmm.
until
Under
the pace car
yellow?
comes
Yep.
down pit road under yellow, just to make sure, because people will still make that mistake, and sometimes you will just catch them out and get an extra spot. And I always get as much as you can get. So
Here we go, the pit stops.
no, and there's contact on pit road there between Ron Millum and Stephen Gill in the 03. See your stage winner make it out of pit road first. Good stop for John Miles. Garrett follows him out. No big change-ups here at the front. Remember, though, everybody was so separated on that run. A lot of lap traffic to kind of fill out the field for some of these guys up in the top 5. Now, here comes the fun part. Here come the wave arounds.
The wave arounds, yeah, they are. Like I said, they're getting real chirpy about the wave arounds right now. Trying to figure out what is what. There's going to be people being held apparently for some penalties. So we'll get some more info on that. But so far, 20 laps in, we've had one big wreck on track, one big wreck in the pits, lap car, dooring, third place. This is it's pretty entertaining.
It's only just begun, buddy.
What, 80 laps? Still got 60 to go. Oh. Do they allow these guys to pit after they get their waiver rounds?
I hope
we
they
know
do.
that?
I hope for their sake they do.
I'm just curious. You have people coming down, taking more fuel. I mean, it's smart. That's what I would do. Do you have someone that you have eyes on to win this whole thing yet?
No. No, there's no way. This is a pure wild card series. There's no way of telling who's going to do what. You get excited when we make it to the checkered.
Listen, I'm just saying it's a wild experience for folks at home when you're in the blimp view and you see 45 trucks and in a row. It's a lot of trucks. I think you're going to see a little bit more aggressiveness, though. See people trying to get back up and get some positions because it got really spread out, especially after that big wreck.
And gotta say, these guys have the quickest hands when it comes to giving waiver rounds.
I mean, I think they gave admin to like 7 people, so they are working hard right now. Driver 31 sent to the pits due to connection issues. Keeps being sent to the pits.
Happened to Malik Ray in the race I was in earlier tonight.
You raced with Malik?
Yeah, he's been running a lot this week.
He has been running a lot this week.
He ain't been making people too happy in the process, but I mean, hey, it's classic Malik Ray, am I right?
Listen, I got to race him last night. He raced me clean. He was the only one, but he raced me clean.
He absolutely should have binned me for a move I pulled, but he was nice, so I'll give him credit. It's a lot of progression since years past for him.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
As we work into the restart zone here, Miles leading the pack of 45 trucks. The green flag is in hand. We are back underway.
Yeah, but that time I got a great jump.
Look at how separated they are back here. Oh, my Lord.
Dude, I don't know. This 11 and 8 combo is great. This is it's a great combo, great paint schemes. I mean, you got the 19 and the 69 and the 11 and the 8. I'm here for it.
Here comes Sean Garrett getting a huge shove on the outside by the machine of Carl Lingle. Remember, Lingle was, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't he a lap down a little bit ago? I'm already having a hard time following.
Lingle was, I'm not sure. It's a lot. It's a lot to
And you go all over the rear bumper. And now we know that these trucks, you can't push for too long before the overheating starts to occur. So he's got to try and get that lane clear to try and get Garrett and himself down to the bottom line, or to at least just get Garrett off his front valence. Wow, that's what you're thinking. Front bumper. And here we go.
Oh.
They get clear on the top. Down to the bottom they go. Now here comes a new challenger in the outside lane, the 33 machine of Matthew Whitney. But I don't think he's got enough truck underneath him. You can see him starting to pedal backwards here. Big wiggle out the 05 machine, Stephen Gill right behind him. He had the tires pretty much picked up off the ground by MJ Palmer.
Yeah, and as you see here, right, what the trick is the 8 of Garrett, he needs to come up off the bottom a little bit and let that 11 truck breathe, right? You can only push for so long before your water temp, your oil temp just start climbing and blinking, and it can't be good, right? You're gonna blow up, or you're gonna have to get out and get air, and you're just gonna be left. As we're seeing here, I think this is a product of open versus fixed.
I think we lost a good part of the field back there somewhere too.
Yeah, it's just you can kind of tell who's running some fun stuff compared to what iRacing gives you, and it's fast, and these trucks are super low. I mean, you see, if you go through here, you can see the difference between the ride heights on these trucks, and it's just creating wonky air for the trucks behind them.
Well, you know, if you ain't working in those gray areas a little bit, you're not going to be winning a whole lot. Whether it's fixed, open, you know, everybody kind of tries to find that one little thing that they can push to the absolute limit.
Oh, I mean, I remember, what was it, like 2 years ago? If you hit like the right side of the truck just right, it bellowed out the side, and it was super fast, but it was really loose. And now if you do that, you're just going to fall back.
Oh, trouble a little bit further in the back
wiggle.
Of the pack. The 86
Wow.
machine of Richard Tasker slides up the hill into the door of the 03 of Stephen Gill. I feel like Gill needs to maybe dump, well, not necessarily dump, but get rid of the truck in front of him, because it looks like that 33 just struggling to make any forward ground, no matter how hard he's getting pushed from behind.
It just seems like he has no grip, though. I mean, the way that truck just washed up, which is really interesting to me, because it's a plate track. Like, you're getting turn, right? But turn isn't that important.
Makes you wonder. Maybe truck's a little too low to the ground. Splitter dragging potentially.
Splitter dragging could be it, or he's hitting in the rear.
Yep, or could also be a little bit of a, controller, because, you end up with that here in these open hosteds.
I did not even think about the controller aspect, but I'm kind of looking at him here. Watching the 86, kind of enters a little low, grabbing, and then he just starts washing in the middle, right here, boom. I think he's hitting.
That's I'm watching here on the trial too. I mean, the trial was always a good place to tell how low somebody is to the ground, because there's that one little bump that you'll see the left front splitter clip through every time we come here. Somebody's a little too low to the ground. And I just watched Richard Tasker's left front splitter absolutely bury down into the track surface, so he's definitely low on it.
And like this is one of those things, right, where a lot of these guys expect it to be a fixed race, and they come in here and their friend's like, oh, I kind of made this, let's try it. And then they try it and they're like, oh, this is really fast. And then like 10 laps later, they're like, oh, we're dying.
Oh, two trucks around further in the back. Down through the grass.
Not the 76.
Peyton Kleba and Joshua Smith come together. See what happens. We work down the back straightaway. That's Smith right there in the blue truck. 29 just kind of comes down on him.
Yeah, I mean, they're chirping over the radio, but that's the 76 didn't really do anything wrong there.
He held his line.
and they're working together now. They have to. That's a good way to get over your issues, folks, where you realize you have to push each other.
I guess you just really wanted to meet Thomas's aunt.
Anybody in the chat out there who knows Thomas, let us know. Comment. Oh, we definitely need to go. We need to examine the paint of this 76 truck.
Thomas's aunt's mud flaps are all over the back of the 76. It's not quite TOS, Darby, but it's you know, it's no worse than half the things that, you know, Twitch streamers put on.
Think of it like anime, right? Think of it like the anime
like
cars,
anime
except
cars.
it's a real woman. Yeah.
Yep. No, you got it. It's on screen. Yeah.
Oh no, it's that blue.
It's very much a Microsoft .NET paint scheme or Paint.net paint scheme.
I'm in tears already. The gray car is killing me.
It's not as good as Big Chungus was last night, though.
The Big Chungus, man, and you know Jose Salas is a monster. And
yeah, Jose is great.
Yeah, let's go ahead here.
Here we go. Yep. Got the beautiful 76 machine. Thomas's aunt.
Thomas's aunt. Yep. And if we go a little bit higher,
you look at the deck lid or the hood or the trunk.
Yep. Oh, there it is.
The first Truck Series paint with mud flaps. And there is a link too, or an Instagram.
It's an Instagram handle. It's right on the truck. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh boy.
You never know what you're going to end up with here.
Dude, iRacing is a great platform. It's so good.
I've had friends get banned for some crazy stuff. Paint schemes throughout the years.
Diego Rennie years ago used to have some wild stuff. And we got pit stops. Who's going to survive these ones? Here we go, folks. Please, everyone survive.
Oh,
no,
I don't think
grass.
You can't park there.
That's a hard hit. The 81.
It's one of those moments where I wish we had a roundabout by Yes on the soundboard. Oh no, the 11 misses the box.
It seems like the boxes are hot because there's a lot of drivers sliding through.
Was it the
we got
12
more
maybe?
pitting. We got more call outs. Here comes the rest of the field. This is what do we do? Okay, here we go. What? All right. I don't know. Well, this isn't a controller, I can tell you that, but I don't know what he's driving with.
That looks like an 8-to-1 steering ratio.
That was insane. What that wheel looked like. That offset, that wheel offset threw me.
I can't.
Not at a plate track. 8-to-1 is insane.
8-to-1 with like what 15 degrees of offset, man. I'm
that
good.
That offset was.
You can miss me with that.
that offset was wild.
That is.
Oh, here we go. Do we know where our boxes are? There we go, folks. Yep. All right.
The only thing that I think is worse is there was one year where I was like, oh, maybe pulling caster out of the super speedway setup would be a good idea. Ran a race with no caster. Oh yeah, that was terrible. Oh, we went down the straightaways. It was weaving.
I just gotta find a Kirk. Hold on, I got you. If I can find his number. Because he's not the 29 in the sim right now.
That was the one that I think was in the wreck with Taylor's aunt earlier. Well, Thomas's aunt.
that was Kleba, I thought. Is that Kirk Kleba the same person?
Yeah, Charlie Kirk was on the hood of the car. I think that might be what they're talking about.
Oh.
The 19 machine right now. MTV paint. Shame MTV got rid of music this year, didn't they?
They closed their doors officially on everything.
That's depressing. I mean, that's what happens when you go to nothing but reality shows, though.
Because if you anybody a fan of like the Yellowstone or Mayor of Kingstown or anything like that. Last year, Landman. Last year, it was all MTV Productions. This year, it's Paramount Productions. They changed it. MTV shut down everything.
I guess video killed the radio star? Internet killed the video star. Oh, what's going to kill the internet? It's probably going to be AI, right?
Why? Like, when you just get older, do like the dad jokes just get like funnier?
Yeah,
I just don't.
It gets, well, the people that tell them get more well versed in them.
Absolutely, yes.
So,
absolutely.
Like, you know, been officially a father for a couple years now, and every year I just feel myself turn more into, you know, full-fledged dads.
I have a stepchild named Sean Conklin, and all it is brain rot. So.
Oh yeah. Well, he's got to have a short attention span to be so fast. Am I right?
He's unreal.
Oh, what a round! The 82 machine gets turned in
wreck.
front of the field, heavy into the outside wall. The fender is gone, but keeps it pointed in the right direction. Nobody else getting tangled in it, but that is a rough break at this point in the stage, and that is substantial right front damage. That's an upper control arm gone on that Chevrolet.
That is not Tyler Reddick fender good. I'll tell you that, folks.
No. That's Tyler Reddick flip at Kansas status. Or was it Kansas or Vegas?
Here we go. Just gonna move up. Oh no, that was.
And look at that. You see the truck hopping there. Oh, right front, just gone. He's going to try and lip it around, though. Look at the perseverance. Doesn't want to give up. Knows that we are just 5 laps away from the end of the stage, but I can guarantee you he's going to lose a lap with that damage.
Probably going to lose maybe a couple, depending on how that steering is. But here this lead pack up here. This is something. These guys are going at it right now. There's one lap car in this pack. But guys on the radio are killing me. Someone just said the Thomas truck. That's my girlfriend. I love hosted races, man. Absolutely love them. I promise, folks, we are professional. This is just 45 trucks. It's hard to follow. It is chaos.
It's 45 trucks. Everybody's separated.
We got lap cars and lead cars. I mean, we got what, 3 laps to go to the stage.
How about John Miles though, going to potentially bring home a second stage win if he can just hold off Decker here?
Man, he's been really strong. You got the 51s.
Now, thankfully, this is not the Decker. This is Travis Decker.
Is there any relation?
If there is, I've probably just gotten us blacklisted from a lot of things.
And there's not an only that good wrench is not an OnlyFans truck, so I have faith that this Decker.
It is a good wrench truck, and it's also got a mural of Dale Earnhardt on the rear deck lid. So I can tell you one thing: that truck is going places.
Well, absolutely, and the triple numbers just means that he's into extreme sports.
That's extra horsepower there. Look at that. That's a good mural of Dale, though.
Absolutely. Oh,
look at that with this silver. I'd slap a layer of clear coat on that myself. Get that silver to really pop, but that's pretty nice looking paint. Definitely.
I got a buddy who would probably pay to have that cut out, and he'd have it hung up.
Is that Tommy?
It is Tommy. It's 100% Tommy.
Who else but Tommy Gossett?
It's a Tommy. Here's the thing. I think the 69 is doing really good blocking, right? But he's giving them air a little bit in the corners. But the 114 is doing a really good job of backing himself up and trying to create that run, trying to time it, figure it out. I think if you're going to see it move, you're going to see it here within the next half a lap. Because I'm pretty sure they throw the stage right at the lap number.
These two working really well together as we work down the back straightaway here as we get ready to come in to take lap 40.
Ooh, but here's the thing: do you push him out too far and have your help just leave you? Because right here, they're pushing. He's pushing hard. He's gonna try to shoot, but he doesn't have any help behind him.
I think he's just trying to keep it, business as usual here as he comes across the line to take a lap 40 and the stage caution. Stage number 2 falling into the hands again of the 69 machine with John Miles.
Are they teammates?
Look, I'm not seeing them in the same radio channel right now, so if they are, I think it might be a find a friend scenario.
We did talk about it. That was one of the keys to the race is find a friend.
Absolutely. But with 40 laps down and dusted right now, everybody getting ready to come down pit road, take their 4 tires and a re-up of Sunoco race fuel. I think now's as good a time as any to step aside, have a quick word from some of our sponsors, and come back to bring you more of the racing action here on the grid.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And welcome back to the Dirty Air Racing Experience live from Talladega. And currently in front of the field, the 76 machine, Taylor's aunt has found their way to, or Thomas's aunt has found their way to the front of the pack. And
Hold it together. Hold it together. We got this.
I'm trying to. I got a feeling
folks.
we're gonna have a big old wreck in a turn one because I just was gonna be too distracted. But either way, I'm Sean Atkins, joined by Roger Pierce and Austin Derbyshire, still hanging down the truck. I think Karen has taken over though for Austin, a little relief producer here on tonight's action. She's currently batting at the trucks. Karen's a cat, guys. We're in trouble.
Big Chungus is back. Yeah,
Is he?
Well, I mean,
I didn't see Jose sign
can
up.
we say the back of the 76
well-
is Big Chungus?
Would that be Big Chunks or Big Dumpus? I gotta quit. I'm gonna get us fired
Oh,
very,
boy.
very abruptly.
It's not. No, it's the paint scheme, man. It's the
Man,
paint
it's-
scheme. You know, we just gotta throw it off each other. Look at that. That 114 is gonna push.
You're trying so hard.
I am, dude. The 114 of
See, it's a good thing.
Decker is just gonna absolutely.
You see, you're lucky that I'm me and not Edstrom.
Dude, I can't. I don't even know how to say this sentence right now, because like you've been calling them mud flaps.
He's going. Hang on, I'll get this straight. All right, just hold your breath until we go green. It's okay, Roger.
I'm not okay. Oh, I have a child.
All right, calm down, Gerard Way.
You got Billabong on the outside. You got Cheeks on the inside.
As we try to pull it back together, hopefully the field does a better job than us. But in to the restart zone, field led by Smith and Miles. They're side by side, 40 trucks at least deep. One truck down to the apron. That's a bit of an interesting strategy. But into the restart zone, we are back underway. The green flag is out. Travis Decker grabbing the rear end of the 76 truck of Smith, but not enough of a push. Here comes John Miles around the outside with a whole bunch of help from the Oakley machine of Dave Oliveri.
You're wrong for that. 69 got a great push. He jumped to start really well. And, you know, I don't think he wanted to be behind that 76. It was just a distraction through the entire corner. As you said, grabbed the rear end real well, pushed it around the corner. And the 114 is doing a really good job pushing here. I mean, he might clear the 76 of what he wants to do.
Oh, big wiggle up top. They almost go around the 41. Really nervous in the center of 3 and 4.
That 11's
gonna-
pushing the 41.
Oh, he's
heavy
pushed it
through the
in.
corner.
Look at that. The 114 has pushed the rear end on the 76. Heavy damage to the back of Joshua Smith, but here comes Travis Decker for another push here on the front stretch.
You can't make me suck. You just can't. No, the 76 has really bad damage now. See that whole front rear fin is just pushed in, and that's just going to create more drag, and it's not going to be good. They're going to have to wash him out quick, or else they're just going to keep falling back.
A little overzealous with that push. But look at this. The man that has not been beat yet tonight, but almost gets hooked on the back straight away as soon as the words leave my mouth. Here comes John Miles taking charge of the field that he's pretty much dominated since we dropped the green flag 44 laps ago.
Yeah, I really like this 11 truck on the outside. He's pushing really well, and he kind of knows how to push through the corner.
Look at how low
They're
he
not
is to the
going
ground,
to
too.
go down, and yeah, he's very low to the ground. But he's not too low. Here we go, making the move. It's 50-50 here. The 76 still can push.
That
He's
thing
still gonna
is
have speed there. He
slammed.
just can't be pushed. That thing is slammed. That truck is very low to the ground.
Cue George Lopez, because we've found the lowrider of the night.
Does the 41 have damage, or is that the paint scheme? It looks like the hood is kind of pushed up a little bit.
Look at that.
Dude, that is a low truck.
Absolutely sealed. He knew what he was doing tonight.
Oh yeah. What's the offset on that truck?
Let's see. Let's get a little ride on board with the 11 machine here. Work through 3 and 4.
Oh, let's see what it's straight.
Let's see what happens here on the straightaway. Yeah, that's good.
Plus
He's
3?
definitely
Plus 3,
Defi-
maybe? That's not bad. That's better than
Definitely,
12.
definitely a low steering ratio, though. You see how minimalistic the inputs are.
Yeah, they're running these 8-1, 10-1. I mean, I could see a 10-1. I mean, I could. That's just super finicky.
And look at this 3 wide here. 12 machine trying to make that outside line work. A little
the
snag
top
up into
side
the
just
outside
hit the
wall. Doesn't slow him down too much.
What?
It
Look at
didn't help,
this
but
pack. Oh,
somebody is going to flip. We need a blowover counter.
wow. This is this looks like, oh, one of the walls. Save it. Come on, guys. You got this.
We haven't seen a blowover yet tonight, by the way.
We have not seen a blowover, but that is a lot of trucks. Darby's computer is screaming at us. right now. Just look at that mayhem.
Nope, one truck peeking out here. The 12 machine, or sorry, that's is that the 4? It's so hard to tell up here.
Oh, save it!
Faces
What
everywhere.
a save! Wow, he was sideways coming off the corner. That could have been the field.
So we see one of our front runners from earlier, Jim Thorndike, up here on the top line. Big wiggle right behind him. Missed time push to the back of the machine of Scott Howe. And that shove came from Jason Seams.
I'm gripping my seat for these guys. This is a little insane. But here we go. Miles still leading the way. Look at this picture. Just leading all these trucks.
I gotta say, man, I think John Miles has got the truck to beat. The only person that can beat him here tonight, I think, is going to end up being himself. That 69 is just hooked up.
Ooh,
and bad
but here we
fast.
go. Lingle in that 11 truck. That 76 with rear end damage, still giving push. Still pushing.
I gotta say, it was a rocky start here tonight for these guys, but this is what Super Speedway racing is all about. 3 wide all the way through the pack. Everybody throwing side drafts, blocks, pushes to each other, and somehow coming out alive. And this is some great racing that we're seeing right here.
This is awesome. I mean, you can really see how the air is pushing these trucks all through the corner. And they have to pit here within 2 to 3 laps, so they're going to have to figure it out because I don't see them all pitting for the 3rd lane. If they do, it's going to be mayhem. But it's going to be really interesting to see what happens.
How many times do you think you would have been wrecked in this pack tonight, Roger?
How many times do I think I would have wrecked, or how many wrecks do I think I would have caused?
Yes. No, I said you, not Tommy.
Well, honestly, my strategy on these is stay up front, right? And I'm very aggressive when it comes to this style of racing. I know a lot about these packages, these trucks, these cars. I work a lot with them. So I try to stay up front. I would hope to not be in any of them, but with 4 fast repairs, I'm going to take some risks. I'm going to be that guy who is a little bit aggressive with some pushing. And if I cause a wreck here or there, I'm going to apologize. I'm going to try to learn from it the best I can. And I'm going to go back forward again. Guess what? I have 3 more fast repairs. I want to be up front.
You know, Roger, I always had a feeling you knew a lot about packages, and you just confirmed it for us. Thank you. As we see John Miles working that middle lane right now, trying to get back up to the front, side by side, down the back straightaway. He's going to take the advantage, but we've seen how good Lingle's been at pulling that side draft, bringing that 69 truck back to him, and back into 3 and 4. It's going to be another drag race between these two.
Yeah, I mean, this is really good racing by these two. I mean, we're going to have to pit here soon. If I'm the inside line, I'm pitting now. I'm getting that advantage now because you are basically making the top line go. And the 76 is by himself. No, he's got a couple. He's got a few. Not a lot.
But look at how much of a stall that's going to bring for the inside lane now. They're going to be able to pull clean up top. Here comes John Miles to cover. I think John Miles made his move a little early, though, because now he's getting overtaken up top.
Yeah, Whitney making the move. Not Whitney. Oliveri. Yep, that's what we're going to go with. Oliveri, the 41. Kind of time that. Oh, he's pitting, though. Him and the 33, I think, are pitting together.
All right, now here's the question. Are we going to be able to make it down pit road clean with no incident? We've had issues with that here before tonight.
Nope.
I'm kind of with you as we come down pit road here. Some of these trucks do, at least. Decent
Get your
percentage.
break apart, boys. Come on. Not a lot of you. Let's do it. There you go. There's a lot of them. Never mind. Good job. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Impressive. Right when it pays. The pay window. We're getting everybody down to where they need to be.
And we got another pack to go through here. So we got a couple guys staying out here. Decent amount of the field. Led by the 46 machine of Dion and the 40 of Milliken.
The 11 around in his box.
Oh, no.
No. Oh.
You guys can't hear it at home, but our producer is crying right now.
Race for show, pit for go. That's good. That's why he makes the big bucks, folks. The producer with the one-liners.
And the rest of the field coming down pit road is going to be as orderly as the first. Oh, the 46 machine almost been heavy contact with the inside wall and a couple trucks going around. I don't know if the 86 is going to be able to make it to the box. I think he blew a motor.
That motor's gone. That's a tow. They're sliding through their boxes. Look at that.
We found out it was actually a pit box entry that killed the radio star.
All right. I'm done with both of you tonight.
No, it's just me. Darby's done nothing wrong. Okay, maybe a little bit.
Beyblade. Oh, yeah, obviously. Look at this. Here. Look how spread out these guys are coming up pit road. That just shows you how many trucks are in this field.
All of
it
the
is
trucks.
just a train. But you can't leave that yellow line. You have to come off of that where that blue cone is, or that is a penalty.
If they really want to go chaotic, I think a multi-class race would be pretty interesting here.
What, Gen 4 trucks and...
No, you can't do Gen 4 because the Gen 4 car is absolutely terrible to draft with anymore. But next gen Cup and truck, or Xfinity and truck, would be cool.
The new next gen package is actually really fun to drive at these. I did the 5 to go race the other day at Talladega in the Xfinity car, and I blocked 3 lanes for the win because of the new package. Dirty air is a thing, and you can throw that air real quick on that nose.
All right, the B car's been a lot of fun.
What's that? No, I don't think so. The Cup car is going to be faster than all of them. When you're pushing by 20 mile an hour, maybe 15 mile an hour. Xfinity and trucks maybe, but the air is really going to throw the Xfinity car probably more. The truck and Cup car air is kind of similar.
The truck has more issues too, though, because the restrictor plate. I think the trucks are 410 horsepower.
Something like that.
And the throttle response not really all there with the truck. Xfinity car, same story, but the Cup car has been running on a tapered spacer since 2018. 2019.
Yeah, and the new package with the Cup car with the 650, it's just... Here we go.
Here comes that 114 machine again, working his way into the mix.
Do it for Dale, brother.
And a big shove from behind from the 33 machine of Whitney to the back of the 114 of Decker. Great momentum on this top line. Olivieri led coming into pit road and led coming out, but now losing the lead into 3 and 4. But here he comes. He's got the best pusher in town right now, though, on his back over the 69 machine. John Miles, that truck has gone to the front everywhere, every single stage. I don't think the third stage is going to be the one where he gets held out.
Yeah, man, he's making Cheech and Chong super proud right now, just being the best pusher. I think that if they... Oh, he turns up.
Oh, big wreck here in the trial. Well, John Miles sideways down to the apron. I spoke too soon. I think the third stage is definitely gone. Oh, my God. Somebody get the bagpipes out. And directly from race control, we are going to need tarps in 1 and 2. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a truck that beat up.
Oh, man, I'm sorry for that folks. That was a little gasp. Yeah, that was a genuine reaction to a hit on the sim. That is...
And Olivieri with the Sam Hornish Jr. All-Star race setup. Oh, heavy hit to the rear. We're talking about Beyblade.
Wow. Just look at that crab walk. Oh, more.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh,
I hope to God he's not on a
Oh.
direct drive.
oh boy.
It's right on board here. Oh, yeah, the gyro cam makes its debut for the season. Oh, no.
I hope he's not drinking.
And that, folks, is what it feels like to be a pair of shoes in a washing machine.
I feel bad. I did a broadcaster's curse on. That's my first time. I got my first broadcaster's curse.
You get used to it after a while. You do get a lot of hate mail for it, though, in the long term.
Listen, the amount of messages I've got since I started broadcasting is actually really funny. Because, I never expected it. But, we all make mistakes. We do things. But, I mean, Miles, we've still got fast repairs. He's going to be fast. He's going to make his way back through. He's only down to 27. Say that. But there's definitely a chance for him to catch back up. We have 2 laps to go to the stage.
As we see the field in the hands of the 114 machine of Travis Decker here. Been another front runner all night. Just been looking for some kind of an opportunity to take that position away from Miles. And, well, he got it there with that massive wreck. Cross stripe here, lap 59 now in the books. And we're getting ready to take the end of the third stage here at the end of this lap.
Got to get your second broadcasters. Dude, comments are on it tonight. Yep, probably. I can't tell you what's going to happen. It's so chaotic. These trucks are wiggling really bad. I mean, it looks like good pushes, and then you just see them to get just stepped out a little bit. And if you push when it stepped out, the truck's just going to go. Like you saw that 41 snap just by a bad push, and it could happen to anybody.
And here we are working through 3 and 4 here for the final time for stage number 3. Travis Decker leading over Whitney in second. Through the travel for the final time. Travis Decker looks like it's going to be pretty free and easy for him. They're trying to build a run behind, but it's too little, too late. And across the stripe this time, the 114 wins stage number 3 here at Talladega.
Did it for Dale.
Yeah, with 60 laps on the board, we're going to send it for another quick word from our sponsors, and then we'll be back to bring you more of the racing action here on the grid.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And welcome back to the Dirty Air Racing Experience here on Grid Vision, live from Talladega. Third stage in the books. Stage 3 winner, the 114 machine of Travis Decker over the 33 machine of Matthew Whitney and Cody Brewer, rounding out the podium as it sits currently. And we're in that final window, this final 20 laps. This is when the action really starts to ramp up here for this series. But another little curveball thrown is this is when cautions start to get thrown. These last 20 laps, if they get a wreck, after they get a clean start, couple laps to wind down, they'll throw the caution, we wreck them, restack them, and then back to it.
These guys are using Mickey Mouse voice changers right now with 20 laps to go.
How do you know it's a voice changer? It could just be the way the guy talks, Roger. Come on.
Listen,
sensitivity,
that's a
brother.
really good Mickey Mouse impression, if it is.
It's not an impression. That's the man's voice. What's wrong with you? Come on, dude.
What? I'm ready for the message. Send me the message. Give it to me. But
we don't make fun of your voice.
I'm not making. You just said, "Oh boy." I can't. Oh.
The only thing I can properly do is Squidward.
So here's the thing,
I'm not
right?
doing it up here.
I only have the voice chat on to listen for the pits, and that's the only time. But when these boys are this active on it, it creates some funny moments. Like, these guys are having a good time out here. After all the wrecks, after watching a funeral in turn 2, they're just smiling, and I mean, at least the top 15 are having a good time. I don't really know about the guys at the back.
Yeah, it definitely does feel like we're dealing with a little bit of a collective brain rot here from Talladega this evening. As you see these guys weaving the tires, getting ready for this restart. Lights out on the iRacing pace car, so hopefully everybody's back on the lead lap. iRacing pace car making its final descent down pit road here. Field in the hands of the 114 machine of Travis Decker. Working down the long Talladega tri-oval into the restart zone. Flag in the air, and we are back underway. Travis Decker leading the charge here to close out tonight from Talladega. Side by side across the stripe. Whitney gets a little bit of an advantage on the initial launch. A great advantage, actually. He's going to cut down to the bottom here and take over the lead into 1 and 2.
Yeah, as you see here, coming out of 2, the 33 of Whitney with Decker pushing. That combination kind of works. But here we go. We have the 19 or the 56. Numbers are weird. I'm going to call them 19 of Beckeris over there, just kind of doing his thing, just keeping that high line there, right?
Matt Garrett trying to tear that outside lane. A lot of help behind him from Zacharias. Zacharias locking bumpers here through the tri-oval. Big shove to the back of the machine of Matt Garrett. He's going to clear up just enough. If he can take it, he could probably grab it right now.
Do you leave your help
stay low? No, he's going to stay low here. He's going to put that 54 machine along with him, and right behind them, it's totally not Dale. It's Sean Garrett.
Yeah, it's just like you just got pushed out to the front. Do you leave your help? As you get really squirrely back there, further back in the pack, there's just ill-handling trucks as they're 3-4 wide trying to figure that out. And if you're just these lead trucks, you're like, please no caution. Please no caution. Let's try to finish this out under green. Good pushes. Work together. 54 is a little sideways coming out of 3. Pushing the 19. Good run. We have a third line trying to form. Ooh, these boys are going at it.
Across the stripe here to take us. The 15 to go. Leading lap 65, the 33 machine of Matthew Whitney with a bunch of help from behind from Travis Decker. The outside line still stalling out. The 54 and the 56 struggling to lock bumpers properly. And they don't have a third truck to help, but here comes that help. The 12 truck of Cody Brewer going to duck up to the top here.
Yeah, you saw that opportunity, just took it, right? At 19, needs to push the 12 to get anywhere. You can't just leave them out. If you leave them out, you're going to stall that entire line. As you see, that 12 just really can't take a push. Don't push on the right side. Don't do it. You're going to turn them. Good job there trying to get them square, but just let that 88 come out to the top lane and try to get a bigger run. Oh, we got a blowover.
Oh, no.
Oh, we have a couple.
Oh, the 11 truck's caught in it. That's a blown motor right there.
There was a blowover, and then there was about a 10-barrel roller. We're gonna try to get that.
Oh,
You
Talladega.
got your blowover.
Let's see how many we got here.
Oh, go on, replay system. Oh!
No, that's a little extracurricular activity there.
Okay. Well.
It's 82, I think.
That's 13. Oh, there's the 11.
Yeah, this is right
A
after.
little bit further back. Oh, tandem slot. Ooh.
Ooh, that is.
Man.
Like I said, pay those pit crews a little more.
Oh, here we go.
Look at that.
Oh,
Oh, my
one.
Lord.
Oh, my God. There we go. Oh, look at that.
Oh, I'm gonna
Wow.
be sick. That was I think the 28. I don't know if it's his actual number, just stamped.
There's
it's
a lot
definitely-
to go through there. I mean, I don't really. Oh, there's a 91. Yep. It's the original one we saw.
Figure out who's in the. All right, it is Christian Tinkler in the 38 that went for that crazy flip on the front straightaway.
It's like when they grabbed that drain in the grass.
There's the 38 truck going for that wild ride. It almost looked like Ryan Priest's flip.
Yeah. Yep.
I still call BS on him not having a concussion for that wreck.
Oh, I mean, his eyes were black and blue. There's no way you didn't.
Eyes looked the way they did, and the performance kind of tapered for him for the following weeks as well, if I remember correct. But Priest is one of those guys, though. He'd rather be dead than not be in a race car. Let's be honest about it.
Here we go.
Right there, the 38.
That is a rough ride.
And some of these guys back here, I'm just wondering what we're doing. You know, the wreck's happened, the caution's been out for about a mile, and we're still piling into it.
Well, we call that arc braking, right? And
Well, ARCA brake would imply that there was brake being used.
well, you got to give them a little bit of credit. Maybe there was a little bit of brake, but it wasn't a lot. It was like, oh, I might be able to make it through here. I mean, that kind of goes through your head when there's a caution. You're just like, I can make this, and then the seas don't part, and you're like 20% brake and like 40% throttle because you're not completely slowing down. So that's possible, right? Trying to be a little positive here. Give benefit of the doubt, but I agree with you. There was some fast-moving trucks to that wreck.
Say what, we got a busy weekend ahead of us here too.
Yeah.
Been a busy week here on Grid Vision.
Yeah, you guys have been doing a lot.
Yep, kicked everything off with our Thursday night OB Builders Cup Series coverage, and last night, Friday night's NIS Top Split. Did not work out so well for you. Sorry about that, Roger. We cursed you. I didn't pick you, so it's
I know.
not my fault.
I was appreciated. Whoever did pick me, I forgot who picked me, but I saw my name get picked, and I said, man, I'm going to get wheel damage.
I think it's just Joe because he saw the name. He's like, oh, I know that guy.
Yep.
It's joking. Joe, man. Then, what you call
We
it?
do picks now. Here's the thing. I don't know. There's so many trucks.
All right, so up at the front of the field, there's a combination of like 5 different manufacturers rolled into one, and it says iRacing on the side of it, and it has a big light on top of it that goes wee woo wee woo. I picked that one. That's my pick for the win tonight.
Yeah, I just, here's the thing though. We're getting all the giggles out of the way because we have another plate track to broadcast tomorrow.
Yes.
And that's going to be even longer. And
oh yeah.
if you like podcasts, folks, tune into Grid Vision because we're going to be podcasting for a Daytona 500 tomorrow in March.
It is a great race, is a great group, run by great people, and that race goes to a great cause as well. So definitely excited to get behind that and get up here in the booth and get going with that. And I do believe we will have the well-oiled machine of myself, you, and Joe LaCastro leading all the shots.
I get to make Joe laugh tomorrow. I'm going to try, so I'm going to just be a menace. See if I can get him to crack.
I'll tell you what, the 76 machine tonight would have made him crack, though.
I know it would have. We need to take a picture of that and put it in the chat. I think he'd love that.
Future reference, though, we do need to have a redacted bar for some paint schemes.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny. But working into the Geico restart zone. Is it even still the Geico restart zone? I think it's United Rentals now. Either way, into the restart zone of many different sponsors here at Talladega for what we hope is the final time, and the green flag is back out. We are back underway, field in the hands of the 33 machine of Matthew Whitney, as we've got 114, the intimidator himself, Travis Decker, working that outside line with a lot of help from behind, from the 54 machine of Seth Zacharias.
That 54 is a really good pusher. He's very strong here, but we already got 3 wide in the back. Oof, these boys are going at it. They said, we're not done. I do see a truck, though, with the GV logo on the back of it. Am I catching that right? Is that the 5?
Yeah,
Look
I
at
think
that.
that's, memory serves, I'm pretty sure that is the 5 machine of Ricky Mouse. See him working that line. It's been a quiet night here from Ricky Mouse. John Mouse has stolen all the thunder here this evening from Talladega, but Ricky trying to get up there and show them that there's not just 1 Miles in the race tonight.
Trying to make that top line work, trying to get that third groove moving. And it just seems like, just trying to push, and it's hard. It's hard to get the momentum.
We got a wreck a little bit further in the back. The 46 machine, not clear, comes down the nose of the 03, and we are wadding them up into 1 and 2. Oh, and that is goodness. I mean, that's what happens when you get a wreck at Talladega going into the corner. The entire field, there's nothing you can do. There's nowhere to go. You just hold the throttle and pray.
On top of the Grid Vision 100% beef logo we have, we need to have a parking lot logo for plate track races.
They just
that, folks, is what we call a parking lot.
I think they just paved over Paradise and put in a parking lot in 1 and 2.
Absolutely. Like, that was just, you saw the wiggle, and you just see how fast it happens. It's so quick, and you just start really tugging on the wheel, and when you're running those the wheels that these guys are running. I mean, every time we went inside a car with these guys tonight, they're running really stiff wheels. And not the 76, the cheeks go round and round. No!
I'm not gonna make the joke I was about to make. I'll be good.
Oh,
We want to come
we
back.
were just talking about them. Oh.
Oh man, what did that truck hit?
Oh!
Dude just did an endo in the grass.
Oh, right there, 46 up. All them pushing, yep. Oh.
Oh, and John Miles. Such a great run tonight. And that is the motor gone, and he just did about... I mean, at least he stuck the landing.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen a truck ollie before.
Pop shove it. Maybe. Melon grab. No?
Kickflip. It's almost as impressive as Johan Seminario doing a perfect grind on the wall a few weeks back in Roto Pro.
Yeah, that Johan's truck. You know, I was in a race with him like a week later, and I said, "Hey man, how you feeling?" He said, "You know, I'm a little bit everywhere now." I said, "I know, you're all over Twitter, Instagram, everything."
That was a great advertisement for his paint group, though.
Absolutely. I mean,
Because he, I don't think I've seen anything iRacing related get shared that much aside from maybe somebody else that maybe caused a little bit of trouble in the off season. I saw that everywhere.
yeah, you know, it's funny. When you wake up to a text that go, "Is this you?" and it's a Reddit clip, and you're just like, "Please no, please no, please no." Like, did someone clip that thing that I did or said or wrecked? And you just hope it doesn't go. You know, iRacing is a niche community, but there's such thing as viral in the iRacing community. And you're just like, please, I hope I don't go viral. And Johan went viral in the iRacing community. That truck slide, that Primo slide, with only 8 seconds of damage, if I'm pretty sure I'm correct. It's like it was 8 or 10 seconds. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah, it was very light. I talked to him directly after, and
he went back and I think he got a top 5.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, he's
impressive.
been putting together a pretty good turn of things here in RTP this year. Him and
Yeah,
old J Dot both
that was a road
looking
to
pretty
pro
strong.
race.
I think Justin's still sitting top 30.
Yeah, I think everybody I'm following's in the top 30. My stepson's in the top 10. We're doing good. I don't know about after this week, but first race in the Xfinity cars with the new package.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one to watch.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering what the exploit's gonna be with that B car. Now that they changed a few things, because there's gonna be something new.
complete the 5th. Look at that 114. It looks really good. Look at that mural in the back.
Oh no, Roger. I gotta know what you talking about there, buddy, huh?
I don't know nothing.
Hey, buddy.
Nope. I don't know nothing. Nothing yet. 30 air is a thing, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, no, the dirty air's been honestly, it hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be.
It's not as bad, right?
It's
but when
not
like I
cup
said,
status, and it's definitely not as bad as the Gen 4. The Gen 4 is a plow box.
The Cup car, I think last night's Vegas race, if you want to go back and watch a Dirty Air show, watch the Grid Vision broadcast last night. That air, the wind coming off of 4 and the dirty air made you not want to be in that race. That was the absolute worst dirty air that I've ever been in my
I think the worst I've ever experienced was Atlanta in the off season with the Cup car. I finally worked myself into the top
Atlanta?
5.
Yeah.
I finally got into the top 5, and I was like, all right, cool, we're going somewhere. And as soon as those words left my mouth in the Discord, I got houghtoned.
Yep.
Just like, come on, man.
Yep. Yep. It's just there's some tracks that dirty air really helps, and you can kind of use to your advantage. And there's other tracks where you're like, even if you're third with a little bit of clean air, it still sucks. You have to be leading to be good. And here's a nice thing about plate tracks. You can turn when there's a truck in front of you or behind you. Now, if you're scraping and low to the ground like some of these trucks are, you're going to wobble and you're going to be a little bit loose. But if you're a little bit too high, you're not going to have the forward drag that allows you to get that run and push through the air. So it's kind of a 50-50 game of what works and what doesn't work.
And if you pizza when you're supposed to French fry, you're going to have a bad time. So always remember that. Words of wisdom.
I didn't ski.
Brad Keselowski went to ski this year and broke his leg.
Yeah, but he didn't do it skiing.
Yeah, not skiing, like just being Brad, being clumsy.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Hopefully the final restart.
Well, with 8 laps to go, we only have but so many left as the field being led now by the machine of Cody Brewer and Travis Decker. Decker up on the outside lane, getting a little bit of a push from the 33 machine. Not as good of a launch as he's looking for, but the 33 helps him get it back up into gear. Here comes the 114 machine with the momentum, but the 54 gives a huge shot to the back of Cody Brewer, but it's not going to be enough. The outside line standing tall through 1 and 2. Matthew Whitney and Travis Decker, the dream team currently from Talladega.
Yeah, absolutely. And it kind of looked like there was a little bit of a checkup by the 114 because
always leaving him out. Huge block up on the back straightaway. Decker comes down, takes the nose on the 33 machine of Whitney.
2 trucks. Do we save it? Okay, we're good. We're good.
I think it's legal on the last lap. No, they're dead.
They're dead.
Yep.
He came back up on the track, and that is a Kevin LePage moment. Oh. Well,
Looks
8
like
to
an
go,
NR.
and the 8 got wrecked.
Looks like an NR 2003 crash compilation. Quick, somebody row the early 2000s new metal.
Give me some magic carpet ride, and look at this. So you see, they got knocked down, right? And
They did not
just
get
came
back up again.
on track, and
No, he gets up again.
yep, nope, he clips him. Boom, and loose, and dead.
Look at that. He made it through. Everybody else, not so much.
Oh, well.
Was it Tony Stewart said? Around halfway, have half the field go one direction, and the other half go the other.
There we go, the other. Yep, that's the Tony Stewart line. Yep, it'll make it more entertaining.
I just hate that it wasn't exciting enough for the fans. Hey, look, they have guest Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. I've been to Talladega. I've camped at Talladega. Camp on the backstretch. The Wi-Fi sucks. The service is awful because it's in the middle of nowhere. Talladega is in the middle of nowhere. Oh, well, here we go. Here we go.
It's the spirits from the Indian burial ground. That makes sense.
You know, we actually got to walk on the track because when you're on the backstretch, you're kind of by that opening of the track, and at like 8, 9 o'clock at night, you can kind of walk on the track, see it, trying to distract from this Indian burial ground. I ain't talking about that. Believe that mumbo. I did see a race though here where they had to shorten it because of daylight. This place gets dark quick.
Oh yeah, especially when they wreck a lot, and NASCAR always seems to schedule their races right in the middle of a rainstorm.
Absolutely, and Talladega, it doesn't rain a lot, not really.
It's like, how many years have we gone to Bristol? And it's like, yeah, cool. They're going to Bristol next week. Oh, I can't wait to watch the race on Monday.
Listen, I've been to Bristol during the vortex theory, and I believe it. Because there was rain all around us, and it missed the Speedway. The vortex theory is real, in my opinion. Ain't proving it wrong to me.
And one caution, and we lose the track.
Yeah. No. Now, if they put a dome on Bristol like they're talking about, that'll be interesting. Some type of, not like a true dome, but like one that kind of sits overhead. They still lets the air out for exhaust and fumes, so you don't die.
I mean, if they can make it work for Chili Bowl, though, I think they can make it work at Bristol.
The Chili Bowl is
But
awful.
the Chili Bowl just about kills everybody that goes there every year too at the same time. So
Yeah, you're walking out of that coughing. But you enjoy yourself. You also lose about 3% of your hearing.
Now, if we could take Phoenix and turn it into a competitive bass fishing pond,
See,
think that'd
I
be
like
really cool.
Phoenix. You just hate on Phoenix so much.
I just don't like it with this car. It used to be so much more fun back in the day, and everything that I liked about running that place was just thrown out the window with the next gen car. And then iRacing saying, "Oh, here's all the grip and all the lanes. Now you can run the wall and just be fast, just because you're running the wall, not because your car's good."
You know what I'm excited for though? In 2 weeks, I'm going to Darlington.
Oh,
And
heck yeah!
I've heard it's going to be very interesting, and I cannot wait to see how that works.
Yeah, I've heard that the cars are pretty much on the edge of chaos every lap.
I've done testing in
Sims.
iRacing, and it's terrifying.
Is it? It is.
Dude, you're death gripping the wheel every lap. The short track package with these next gens is something. On iRacing, at least, it's a handful.
We see everybody was telling me that Richmond was going to be a handful a few weeks ago when we were running there in the off season. I mean, that felt amazing.
Okay, but we didn't know how to truly build then yet because it was brand new. But now we have some plates. Now we have some tracks under our belt, right? So we're kind of messing with the ride heights and the shocks and springs and everything like that. And now we're kind of getting like a little bit more dicey with it to make speed. And yeah, it's going to be a show. Friday night's top split next week is going to be entertaining, to say the least.
That's the thing I love about Darlington, though. You can get that car on the edge. You can do all kinds of crazy things with it, but it means absolutely nothing if you don't know how to maintain your tires and be there at the end of the race. And that's my specialty with that place. I've had a lot of good experiences with Darlington throughout the years. Whether it's the Gen 6 with no blade and all the horsepower in the world, Xfinity, Cup, I'm just always looking forward. When I see that on the schedule, it's like my heart rate goes up for the whole week.
Do you want to see 45 trucks at Darlington?
Could you? Oh no, the lap traffic. Oh my god.
Exactly. League admin, if you are listening to this broadcast, hear thee. 45 trucks at Darlington. That would be a show. I don't know if it'd be a good show, but it'd be a show.
45 trucks at Martinsville.
Oh, I'm down. I love that track. You know I love that track.
You gotta turn cautions off though.
Absolutely.
You gotta make it a super stacked street stock race at that rate.
Street stocks at Darlington are fun.
Mini stocks are fun there too.
Yes. Man, I'm telling you what. Cheeks McGee is back in 8th place. He's trying. He's trying to get that interview.
I think he might just have a little too much weight in the back, but as we work into the restart zone here, Travis Decker going to try and lead the field here. 4 laps to go from Talladega. Do we make it to turn 1? That is the big question of the night. Green flag is in the air. Travis Decker with a great launch in the 114 machine. Going to try and pull away, but might be losing his help here. It's going to take a minute for the 12 machine to spool back up to the rear bumper as we watch, well, it's a battle of 2 12s in the second row. With Matthew Whitney leading that top line with Cody Brewer up to his back bumper.
Yeah, that top line's kind of getting the momentum swing. Kind of got trucks, though, back swaying around. This is kind of what causes the cautions in the first place. Straight pushes, fellas. Straight pushes. Good blocks. Good blocks. They were going down the back stretch clean so far.
And look at the run that Brewer gets here. Takes himself up to the lead. He's got to get down to the bottom. Throws a late block on the 33 machine of Matthew Whitney. But it's going to be good enough. He's going to hold this inside lane. And I can't believe it, but we made it the first lap here as we come down the front straightaway. Getting ready to take us to 2 laps to go here from Talladega.
Look at that. Cheeks McGee up there on the top line, pushing the 60. He's trying. He is trying. Oh, the big...
Oh, brother.
Oh, back into the field. Oh.
Well.
What happens here?
Somebody let the smoke out of the tires. And there it is.
91, Ron Millen just got booted from the server, intentional wreck. Interesting.
With everybody trying to figure out what's going to happen next, getting ready for Green White Checker, we're going to go have a quick word from our sponsors and we'll be back to bring you the rest of the racing action here on the grid.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And welcome back to the Dirty Air Racing Experience, live from Talladega. 3 laps to go. We're in the green-white checkered phase of the night. As we get ready for an overtime restart, you see a couple cars up here at the front of the pack just trying to save fuel underneath that line to make it to the end, because we know how close it is on the fuel cell for these guys here. The reduced fuel load. Everybody pit a while ago, and these overtimes, it's getting really dodgy for some of these guys to make it to the end.
I don't remember the pit pit stint either. I'd probably say 8 laps ago, so it's getting pretty close. If I'm them, I'm clutching, trying to save fuel here. You can't turn off the motor unless you're under pit speed now. They still haven't changed that, so you just have to clutch the best you can.
Really? They still have that for the truck? Or
They
they added
had
that?
it for everything.
No. The Xfinity car, the Gen 4 car, and
Really?
yeah, you can turn the engine off in those. It was just the Cup car they took that out of.
Oh, well, I don't drive these enough, so sure,
Yeah.
maybe you could turn the engine off. I haven't
No,
heard it.
I was shutting her off at Save Fuel earlier today in a B Open race.
Oh, good to know. When I was saving fuel in Vegas earlier this week, I was just clutching. I didn't know I could turn off the motor.
Yeah.
Well, you learn something new every day. All right,
shut
we
that-
got 3 green, white checkered. So
I shut the
Who you
motor
got?
off and
Now
pop
it's
it into
choose
neutral.
time.
Who do I have?
yep.
I
Choose
think I
time.
got to go with the dump truck myself. I think we're going to go with that 76 Machine of Smith.
I had Cheeks McGee. I'm not gonna pick the same. I'm going for the 114 of Travis Decker.
How can you not? He's been up front all night. One of the best pushers and one of the fastest trucks in the field. Don't count out old Ricky Miles up there on top of him, though, in that 5 machine.
No. Our producer in our ear. Who do you got?
And our producer is going with the 24th position runner of, who was that again? Said James McGovern? Oh, McGowan. I was like, wait a minute, are we going presidential here? All right, well, 24 car pile up, and McGowan's got it.
23 car.
There could be a 24 car pile up, and he'd still win.
Admin is reiterating, if the white flag comes out, the yellow will not be thrown. Let's make it to the white flag, fellas.
As the field lined up 2 by 2 into the restart zone for what we hope will be the final time, the first overtime caution and the first overtime restart about to kick off here. Moody with the advantage on the inside lane. Grabs through the gears. The green flag is back out. We are back underway. He's got a lot of help from the 33 machine of Matthew Whitney behind him. Working in tandem through 1 and 2 and almost around the 114 machine, but somehow saves it.
Wow.
Oh,
got
no,
a
the
blinker,
12's
though.
blinking. He's
Come
back.
No, he's not. And he's back. No, he's dead. And, yep. That's what it feels
Sounds
like
like-
to have a stutter, folks.
Sounds like Roger's fighting demons over there.
Dude, here's the thing with blinking trucks. It manipulates the air. So when you're trying to push a blinking truck, it's like you have clean air and then you don't have clean air. And then you
Oh,
have air to
big
push,
block,
and then
but
you
he gets
don't.
hung out to
Oh!
dry. The 60 of Moody
Did
tries
they
to
go
throw a
with
block.
him?
They leave him out.
out.
And around the outside, here comes Cody Brewer. A lot of help from behind from Cheeks McGee, the 76 machine of Joshua Smith. But up at the front of the pack, the 33 machine across the line. This flag will end. The next flag ends the race. White flag is in the air. Travis Decker all over the back bumper of Matthew Whitney down through 1 and 2. Tapering off, trying to get a little bit of clean air to the nose. These two tandeming, pushing away from the rest of the pack. A little bit of chaos behind. 4 wide, deep in the field. And, well, they're wrecking back there. And, whoa, my Lord, look at that. Massive crash on the back straightaway. But down in 3 and 4 here for the final time. Travis Decker all over the back of the 33 machine of Matthew Whitney. Are these two going to stay hooked up? Got a little bit of a push coming from behind, though. Here comes the 12 machine of Ronald Hall, getting help from the 83. Going to take a peek to the outside. Decker's going to stay in line with the 33 machine of Whitney, though, as we come across the stripe. A little too late for the 12. It's going to be Whitney winning from Talladega. And another big one behind him.
Cheeks McGee. That was good. That was a good ending. That was a good job by all of them up front that held on to it. Matthew Whitney doing everything he needed to do. He had a friend, right? and that's what you need. That 114 did not come off his bumper. He pushed him through the entire way.
Now it looks like Whitney has ran out of gas on the back straightaway. Going to try for a burnout.
Apparently, this is Matthew Whitney's first win. So that's awesome. And the 69 is doing backwards donuts through the grass.
Look, that was Darby with the camera. Did you see him?
Man, he's burning it down on that backstretch.
Absolutely. As we get a look at our unofficial race results, come across the line first, the 33 machine of Matthew Whitney over Travis Decker. Probably the best tandem that we saw all night. Ronald Hall comes home third in the 12 machine with Seth Zacharias in fourth. Fifth place going to Stephen Gill with Scott Milliken in sixth. Seventh place going to Cody Brewer with Peyton Kleba coming home eighth. Ninth place going to Cody Handler with Jim Thorndike running at the top 10.
Yeah, and 11th is going to be Joshua Smith in the 76, followed by 12th place Jessica Bowman in the 20th. 13th will be James Napier in the 48. Dave B. Shutt's going to be in 14th in the 75, followed by 15th will be Ricky Miles in the 5. 16th is going to be Sean Garrett in the 8 with Kelly Akron in the 31 and 17th. 18th will be John Miles. Great run tonight. First two stages, just couldn't finish it out. 19th is going to be Jaden McGowan in the 82. And in 20th is going to be Kristen Tinkler in the 38.
Coming home 21st going to be Matt Garrett with James Jepson in 22nd. 23rd going to Richard Tasker with Charlie Stafford in 24th. 25th place going to Robert Lovell. First car lap down in 26th is going to be Dave Olivieri with Nicholas Moody in 27th. 28th goes to William O'Connor with Ron Millam in 29th. And rounding out the top 30 going to be the machine of Ambrose Kniebel.
At 31st, we have Carl Lingle in the 47th. 32nd will be Michael Dion. In 33rd will be Steve Seegers in the 16th. Scott Howell will be 34th. 35th will be MJ Palmer in the 2. Jason Seams will be in the 36th position. 37th will be Bill J. Walker in the 58. And Tyler Presgraves in the 38th position. 39th will be Martin Borco in the 55. And 40th will be Nate Blasdell in the 51.
Coming home 41st going to be Jimmy Brown with Austin Smith in 42nd. 43rd going to Trevor Klein with David Moyer in 44th. And Kenny Taylor going to finish shotgun on the field in 45th tonight.
It's a lot of names.
Yeah. There's a lot of racing and a lot of chaos. Another wild night here from Talladega. And see, I'm looking, but I'm not seeing any of our podium in the Discord right now. So it does not look like we will have much in store as far as interviews go this evening. So, Roger, go ahead and give me the final thoughts here of the race tonight for the Dirty Air Racing Experience.
Chaotic, but fun. I mean, you kind of had a different attitude about it, right? Like going into it, you kind of saw these guys, those 50 plus trucks qualifying, 45 made it in. And I mean, just hats off. But the skill gap between some of these drivers, I mean, it's a hosted race. So you have different I rating, right? You have different licenses, you have different experiences. And you kind of saw that tonight. You had people kind of playing with some setups that probably have never done it before, or like using setups from other stuff. I mean, I think they did a really good job. All in all, I think it was a really good race.
Definitely some fast trucks, some solid drivers up at the front. You know, it wasn't a revolving door at the front of the pack. It was kind of the same names all night long. But it was definitely a wild night. But from the entire Grid Vision team, we'd like to thank you for watching and participating in the chat. For more information on getting your league broadcasted or supported by gridvision.live, contact us on Facebook, Discord, or info@gridvision.live. Special thanks goes out to Andrew Cardinal IV of Whiplash Sim Cams for all the cams used on, well, all of Grid Vision's broadcasts. And congratulations again goes to the winner, Matthew Whitney, tonight for his win at Talladega. This has been Sheldon Atkins, and I've been joined in the booth by Roger Pierce and our fearless producer, Austin Derbyshire. And we will see you next time on The Grid.